Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we are popping the hood on the English language to look at its unsung heroes, the absolute essential building blocks of everything we say. We're talking, of course, about nouns. We're going to break down the mechanics of exactly how we label our world.
Okay, let's dive into this. I want you to just imagine for a second waking up tomorrow and trying to go about your day without using words like cat, school, or happiness. I mean, it would be absolute, literal chaos, right? You wouldn't be able to ask for your favorite food, tell someone where you're going, or even explain how you're feeling.
And that right there is exactly why nouns are so incredibly powerful. At its core, a noun is simply a naming word. It's the label we slap on everything to tell us who, what, or where. Honestly, if you can point to it, if you can think about it, or if you can feel it, chances are it's a noun.
So here is our roadmap for today. We'll be looking at 1. The heart of English, 2. Meet the noun families, 3. Important noun rules, 4. Fixing common mistakes, and we'll wrap up with 5. The Grammar Master Quiz. Don't worry, we're going to tackle this step by step so you can become a true grammar master.
Section 1. The Heart of English. Why we need nouns.
We honestly rely on nouns every single day for the most basic human interactions. If you were to just strip them all away, everyday actions like introducing ourselves, telling a hilarious story to our friends, describing a really cool object, or sharing our deepest feelings would be completely 100% impossible. They are the true heart of our sentences.
Section 2. Meet the noun families. The sorting hat approach.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we can easily categorize our naming words, kind of like a sorting hat. First up, notice the difference between the general and the specific. Common nouns are just your everyday, general names. But proper nouns, well, those are the VIPs. They are very specific names, and because they're so special, they must always begin with a capital letter.
Let's actually see that in action. See how a general, common girl becomes the specific, proper noun Aisha. Notice that capital A. A general country becomes the specific Pakistan. A random river turns into the Nile River, and your everyday teacher becomes the very specific Mr. Khan.
Let's move to and see how this builds into our next pair. Concrete versus abstract nouns. This is really all about the tangible versus the intangible. Concrete nouns are physical. They are completely real to your 5 senses. Abstract nouns, on the other hand, are not physical at all. They're the ideas, feelings, and qualities that live entirely inside your mind or your heart.
To give you an idea, concrete things are objects you can physically interact with, right? Like throwing a ball, tasting an apple, feeling the rain on your skin, or typing on a laptop. But think about it. You can't hold joy in your hand. You definitely can't put fear, wisdom, or friendship in a physical box. Those are our beautiful, untouchable abstract nouns. Next up on the sorting hat block, we have countable versus uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are exactly what they sound like. Distinct items you can easily count with numbers. 1, 2, 3. Uncountable nouns act more like one big continuous mass. You just can't count them individually.
So the crucial point is, because you can count apples, you can easily say 1 apple or 5 chairs, but there is literally no way you can say 1 milk or 2 rices. It just doesn't work. For uncountable things, we have to rely on containers or measurements. So we say a glass of milk or a bowl of rice.
Now for collective nouns. I love these because it's almost like magic how a group of individual things suddenly becomes a single unit. Look at this. A group of individual students magically becomes a single class. Birds group together to become a flock. A group of lions, that's a pride, and ships out on the water sail together as a fleet.
Rounding out our noun families, we have singular and plural nouns. Super simple concept here. Singular means just one, a cat or a mountain. Plural means more than one, cats or mountains. But while the idea sounds incredibly simple, plural nouns actually have some very specific rules that govern them. Let's look at those.
Section 3. Important noun rules. The Builder's Manual. Think of these rules as the essential mortar holding our grammar building blocks together. Most of the time, you just add an S, like cat to cats. Easy enough. But if a word ends in che, sha, sa, or x, you've got to add es, so bus becomes buses. Here's a slightly trickier one. If a word ends in a y that comes right after a consonant, you drop that y entirely and add ies, turning baby into babies. And finally, words ending in f often change to v's, turning a single leaf into a pile of leaves.
Section 4. Fixing common mistakes. Be a grammar pro.
And this brilliantly illustrates how everything we just talked about comes together to help us avoid those beginner traps. We don't say he has 2 milks because, remember, milk is uncountable. We absolutely must say 2 bottles of milk. We capitalize Paris because it's a VIP proper noun. For collective nouns like team, we treat them as one single group, so the team is playing. And news is actually uncountable, so we say, this news is good.
Section 5, the Grammar Master Quiz. Test your skills.
All right, it is time to step up. Here's your first challenge. Which of these 2 options is a concrete noun? Is it A, anger, or B, apple? Think back to our rule about the 5 physical senses.
Yes, the correct answer is B, apple. Apple is completely concrete because it's physical. You can hold it, you can smell it, and you can definitely taste it. Anger, well, that's an abstract feeling you hold inside.
Okay, let's try one more. Which of these words names a group? Essentially, which one is our collective noun? Is it A, flock, or B, river? What do you think?
And the answer is A, flock. A flock represents a whole group of birds acting together as one single unit. Huge congratulations if you got that right. You are officially passing the inspection and mastering these basics.
To wrap up our explainer today, I have a quick challenge for you. Try out this specific recipe. Write a short little story or paragraph using exactly 3 proper nouns, 3 common nouns, 1 uncountable noun, 1 collective noun, and 1 abstract noun. Master this activity and you truly fundamentally understand the architecture of English. So the next time you speak or write, ask yourself, what kind of world are you building with your naming words? Thank you so much for exploring this with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.